All right. Well, what do you guys think about the music there? Is it better? Worse? Okay? Non-elevator like? Actually, I was hoping to keep it on a few minutes. Let it bump in a little bit longer, but I couldn't figure out how to do that. I'm still working on that. So bear with me there. This is Greg K6EGG. It is the 5th of October. Before you know it, we'll be into November, and HF will be a thing of the past as far as trying to get some good signals out. All that propagation will probably be going away here soon if it hasn't already. You started off with elevator music and ended up with Studio 21. Bye. So how's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight in the chat? Let's see if we can get a little bit of a roll call. See who's all watching. I got 6 of you watching. We got Jeff and Jeff. I think Sam's watching, but I don't know for sure. I'm guessing he is. I don't know if he's listening. What's up, Jim? Nice to see you in here. Sam is not here. Got anybody else coming in? KO4AWQ. Hope all is well. There, Jim. Enjoyed a nice hot day here in Southern California. I believe you're in Florida, right? HF's going to last, huh? I got all my digital propagation going on here. I don't know if Sam's going to be joining us tonight, because I think is tonight the Reddit net, or is that tomorrow? Jacksonville. Yeah, you guys have Whataburger up there. I'm a big fan of Whataburger. Not bad. Australia, and I remember when I made my 1 CB, actually it was a couple different guys, CB HF, I guess, contact. It was with Australia and New Zealand, I think a little bit later in the year, closer to November, maybe the first week of November. On upper sideband 37, I believe, or maybe is a lower sideband 37. Either way, it was on sideband, and obviously we had some good skip going on. I had pretty good conversation with him. He was full signal, and then it was like as he was talking, gone, just like a trap door, just sucked the signal out. So last time, I never made it on 30 Charlie because there were some people on there. Somebody was doing a radio check, I want to say. So we'll see if we can get in there. And I think the Papa system, don't quote me, is having an issue with 12 Alpha and some of their repeaters. So when am I getting my general? It's kind of an open-ended question. I said by the end of the summer. I didn't say which summer. I thought life got in the way of my hobbies. I'm not going to give you any excuses, though. Blah, 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 blah. And then you guys are going to give me a load of poop once I get my general to get my extra. So I think right now we're monitoring 30 Charlie. By the way, real quick thing. I have not heard the FU guy on the wind system in a couple days. Not where the white women are at or anything like that. So maybe he's on vacation or something. So right now I'm going to go over to 30 Charlie. I was just doing a good ham radio gesture. and not jumping on the frequency or the reflector in this case right away, and listening in and seeing if anybody was in here talking, which it doesn't look like to be. Real quick, I'm going to text a couple real quick person. Talking where? What do you mean? On 30 Charlie. It looked like somebody keyed up there, but I don't see anybody in there. Anybody else on the roll call there? We got Jim, Jeff, and Jeff, Sam. Anybody else in the chat want to jump in and say hi? By the way, it's getting a little hot in here.
K04AWQ on 30 Charlie.
Oh, look at that. Jim's in there. K04AWQ. This is Greg, K6EGG on 30 Charlie. Good evening to you over there in Florida. No Tango 30 Charlie.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. It's good to see you. I'm having trouble tracking your on-air time. I just get lucky sometimes, and you're sitting there on YouTube, so I figured I'd join.
Yeah, I don't have a set time when I go on because it's kind of it's not like a defined show. I try to do it when I have time. It's like anybody gets on the radio. It's not always the same time of day unless you're on a normal type of a schedule. But I try to get on around this time when I am available, and rarely, sometimes I get on in the morning. Haven't done that in a while, but I got a lot of time off coming up over the next couple of weeks as of now. So might see me pop on at different times. So it's good to hear you in there, and thanks for following along here. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 30 Charlie, and also, as you know, Jim, live streaming on YouTube. I haven't been studying.
Yeah, Roger,
You're going to Jacksonville, too?
I'll be sitting on the side listening 73.
Copy that, Jim, and I hope you didn't get too much bad weather when that hurricane moved through the central part of and the northeastern side of the state where you're at. I think most of it probably broke apart by the time I got in your area, but I think there's still a lot of rain that moved through there. So 73s. This is Greg, K6EGG. What's going on back there?
Yeah, actually, Greg, to let you know, I got 2 inches of rain, and the maximum speed was 15 miles an hour on the wind. It went right around us. It was going to come right over on top of us, but it kept going to the east, so we got lucky. You got to get lucky sometimes, I guess.
Absolutely. It's better to be lucky than good in a lot of cases, so glad that you fared well. I know it destroyed a large portion of the coast, the Gulf Coast side of the central state there of Florida, so it demolished a lot of stuff, so all good. I'm glad you fared well there. Have a good one. This is Greg, K6EGG for K04AWQ with my daughter Haley in the background there. Being a ham. What did you do yesterday, Haley?
I don't know.
Where did you go?
Where went Daddy?
You went to do something yesterday. You jumped on some foam.
What's foam?
Foam. Remember the foam you jumped on?
What?
You went and did gymnastics.
That's not foam in gymnastics.
But I thought you jumped on foam.
No, I didn't.
You told me you jumped on foam.
I didn't.
What did you jump on?
Nothing. I just...
Nufting. Nufting?
trick.
What trick is that?
On the bars?
Just don't break your neck.
I won't.
You only got one of them. Oh. Story of my life here. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. You're on it right now.
K6EGG from NY2S, West Palm Beach.
Oh, hey.
Good evening, Greg.
You want to get the headphones? Get the headphones. NY2S, this is Greg, K6EGG. Good evening from the West Coast here in Southern California. Let me see the plug.
You have to plug in the plug.
Okay, let me get the plug.
Okay.
I'm plug you in.
So, how you been, Greg? We haven't hooked up in a few weeks here, but we caught a few of your sessions, but after you were off the air, rather just the playback version. So I'm glad we had a chance to chat with you. We survived the hurricane being here in Palm Beach County on the East Coast, but we really still feel very, very hearts go out to those poor people on the southwest coast of Florida. But we were lucky. All we got was a lot of rain and a lot of wind. I remember my balcony doors were rattling all night long that night. So how are things in SoCal? How's the weather out there now? We're down in the low 80s, upper 70s, and the humidity has dropped a lot. So it's nice and comfortable here now. K6EGG from NY2S.
Well there, Tom, we've actually been quite lucky with weather. It was pretty hot the last couple days. Now it's starting to cool off at night. You got a little bit that fall crispness in the air. You can kind of feel like the season's definitely changing. October is although one of our hottest months, but doesn't look like it's going to be too bad the next couple weeks. I am first off glad you fared well during that hurricane. We had a hurricane just dissipate right before it hit us, and we just got the pardon the expression, watered down version of it, and we had some pretty bad downpours and a lot of wind for a couple days, good 4 days, and it wasn't even really that bad. I can't imagine what some of those people went through there in Florida there. So I'm glad you fared well.
Hello.
And I have my daughter picking the back of my ear right now.
No, I'm touching the pillow. I'm touching the pillow. Ah, Daddy. Ah.
I gather she can't hear me because I don't see her with headphones on. So anyway, oh, she does have headphones on. How you doing, Haley?
Good.
Wave.
Okay, so I see her. So anyway, let's see. It's 5:45 by you in the evening. So that's why she's still up. Here it's 21:43. So I just had some late dinner and put on the telly and heard you come on 30 Charlie. We had it running in the background here. So I said, let me jump in here and say hi to Greg. So I'm glad your weather is not too bad, and pretty soon it'll be you'll have a cooler weather like we're having a cooler weather now. But we're still in the 80s, the low 80s, and it's the humidity is what dropped, which is really a blessing because after 100-plus days in the summer of 90-plus degree temperatures,
hello, Michael, by the way.
The low 80s is wonderful. Back to you.
That ID52 sounds pretty good, by the way. You want to tell him something, Haley?
What?
What about tomorrow?
It is my birthday.
Okay, hold on. You can tell him. Yeah, copy that. It's good feeling. And Haley here has something she wants to tell you. You want to tell him? Say, Tom.
Tom.
Okay, and tell him what's happening tomorrow.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. How old are you going to be?
5.
5.
And I wear my unicorn shirt with a 5 on it. And also I got the horn.
This is Greg K6EGG along with my daughter Haley here. It's her birthday tomorrow. You like that, Haley? See,
Yeah.
he's gonna say something to you now.
Well, happy birthday, Haley. I wish you a big, happy 5th birthday, Cinco birthday. So enjoy it and take plenty of pictures, Greg. They grow fast. And someday soon, when she has her license, she'll look back on these videos and stuff and enjoy her little mini QSOs that she has with you when you're on 30 Charlie. So I'm not going to tie up the channel here. I'm sure so many more people want to get in here and practically chat with you. So I just wanted to jump in and say we're okay and glad to see you're back on the air. Also, after probably working very hard as usual with those long hours, but glad to see that you have the time to jump in here on 30 Charlie. So back to you for finally to put the ribbons on it, and we'll be standing by.
That? We're going to put the ribbons on it.
K6EGG 73 from NY2S, Tom in West Palm Beach. Have a good evening.
We're going to put the ribbons on.
For my birthday?
I was just talking to Haley as you were saying, as we're about closing up here. She heard you say, gonna put the ribbons on, and she's like, for my birthday? I'm like, oh yeah. So she can hear you. She's got the headphones on, and she's having a good time. So Tom, you have a good one. This is Greg K6EGG for NY2S over there in Florida. And it's good to hear the Florida guys out here on the radio again.
Daddy?
Yeah?
But I sure you wrap the ribbons.
Happy birthday,
right
Haley.
Why are you going to rip the ribbons?
I don't know. See, Jeff says happy birthday. Copy that. K4ZXX. Jeff, thank you for, she heard you.
Why not rip me up the ribbons?
Oh, well, it was just a figure.
Daddy buys you everything you wanted for your birthday, and if he doesn't, you just come back in here and you tell us.
You see the nice license plate for his name?
I got my whiskers.
She's happy she has her cat whiskers on her face right now. I guess they did something at school, so I appreciate it. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California. You're still in the show tonight, Haley.
Roger, man. When you got cat whiskers, man, there's
Gotta
just
listen.
nothing else you can get.
They're talking to you.
All right. I just got to the QT to jump out of here, but I was listening to y'all. She sounds cute. Anyway, talk to you later. K4ZX6, I'll be clear.
That's what I was thinking. When you got cat whiskers, you can't be anything but happy. And happy birthday, Haley K4RRC.
He's but happy.
Yeah, but happy. K4RRC, thank you very much. She heard you too. See, this is what he said. Happy birthday to you there with the hat on.
What?
Because he has a hat on. He said, happy birthday, Haley. He's over in Tennessee. He's got some nice radios here, by the way. What is that? An FT891? Or, yeah, 891. It's a nice bike, too.
Where?
This right here. It's a motorcycle.
Hey, why is that it's a bike? What's a motorcycle?
Well, we just call it a bike because it is a bike, but it just has an engine on it, too.
What?
There's a motor on it.
Why should
Makes you go fast.
Why should I take the headphones off?
You want to take the headphones off? Okay.
K6HIG KN6AOD.
There's somebody's calling somebody. It's not me. I thought you wanted to take the headphones off.
Okay.
Did you not?
I did.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Haley. And say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Next time they'll see you, you'll be 5.
No, my ears are warm. I was wearing it and it was long.
Okay. He said, but Haley wants a new DMR radio. And thank you, Jeff, N8ALC. Anybody else watching tonight, coming over from 30 Charlie? Thank you for joining me here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you can. Just having a little fun playing some amateur radio. My daughter has a lot of energy. Being a 47-year-old, almost 5-year-old, it's hard to keep up sometimes. But it's good to have her walk on in here. It is about 10 till 7 here in Southern California. I am monitoring 30 Charlie. I might move over to 1 Charlie or 12 Charlie. I don't know for sure. Oh, that guy's over in Southgate. He's pretty close. What kind of mic is that? M109? I cannot tell. See, I like you could put the thing on the screen that has the video out. Oh, he didn't take the plastic off. What? You got to take the plastic off of there. It's one of those. My buddy's like that. He won't take the plastic off. It's the first thing I did when I got to my radios. Actually, I did a pulling off the plastic on my ID 52 when I first got it. So let's see if we can get ourselves in trouble on 1 Charlie. See if it goes over there.
RES0.
By the way, I have a pretty massive headache tonight.
Charlie.
I don't know why. You gotta take the condom off. Doesn't make him a bad person, but my buddy, I don't want to say his name because he's actually a ham radio operator. He will not take the thing off his screen to save his life. I mean, you could buy screen protectors. He had a phone. I remember one time I yanked it off. He got all pissed. He didn't talk to me for a couple days. See if we can get us some trouble here on 1 Charlie. By the way, and I just want to mention real quick, when I was looking at that last person's QRZ pictures, you see the radio in the bottom left that I have, the Icom 9700. I actually have a camera pointed at it to give you that view. There's no video out. You can see my finger, so I had to get a little bit creative how to get that on the screen looking as clear as possible. But I had a couple emails saying, how did you get the video out on that thing? Just a camera on there. It's a little bit blurry at times, but it's hard to be that close. And the roundness of the camera kind of messes with the focus on a little bit. So some parts of the screen is focused and some parts aren't. So that's kind of what I'm doing with that. Gonna get on Reflector 1 Charlie here on this beautiful Wednesday night in Southern California. This is Greg K6EGG monitoring Reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California, about a 40-minute drive east of downtown Los Angeles. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg K6EGG. See if I pissed somebody off here. Was it last time or last week some guy got mad? Nope. I do have a Blackmagic video card, but it's a camera, a little camera pointed at the screen, and I had to get it on a weird angle to make so there's no glare too. So that's why it's not. It looks kind of weird. I also had to put a little washcloth over it to make it look so there's no outside light coming in from the side that will put glare on the screen. The best I can do, maybe reduce the brightness. Let's see if I can get in there. Oh boy. All cameras are magic. They are. You ever watch those videos on YouTube that they have like the video from like a long time ago, like 1920 or something like that? Oop. It's a little bit less brighter. I don't know if that made any difference. It's kind of a fine line between the brightness and the contrast with the black on the back. A little better there. Less glare. Yeah, I guess the numbers look a little bit sharper. I just kind of threw that together last time I was on. That's about as close as I can normally get to getting a nice clean screen. What was racist? Am I racist now? This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. I'm a racist. Am I white? Well, right now I look a little orange. Wow, there's nobody on this one. Snort. Sad ham. All right, well, there's not much action going on. The DStar side of things.
Not linked.
So I'm going to go over to, if I can get it pulled up. What's going on? JJ, nice to see you in there. Yeah, you know, I got the Win system up right now. I've had it up since I've started. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard the ID of anything. So let me turn it on. The Sunset Ridge repeater. Maybe I don't think they caught the guy, but maybe he's taking a little vacation break from the FU. On the Win system they kicked somebody off? I didn't hear it. Happy hump day. This is my Sunday tonight because I have to work tomorrow. But actually I have Friday and Saturday off this week. It's amazing how many people they ban and you don't hear anybody talking on it ever.
Open spot connected to
That's true.
Meister 3103 linked dynamic talk group 316.
Should I go on the Win system right now and just see what happens? I don't understand why they want to kick people off all the time. Do it! Do it!
This is Craig, K6EGG, monitoring the wind system pump, the Sunset Ridge machine in the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino airport. Once again, this is Craig, K6EGG.
Sorry about that. Am I going through? Which one are you listening off of, Jeff? Oh yeah, they banned me off of it. They banned JJ off of it, I believe. Should I just ask for a radio check maybe then? Are you able to connect to it, Michael? I have one node.
Nothing heard. This is Craig, K6EGG, just monitoring the wind system of the Sunset Ridge machine.
They have banned four of yours so far? I know they have a they have a rule how the your nodes ID, and I've heard a lot of people getting banned off of that for that reason. I didn't conjunct it either. By the way, what you were hearing was actually me coming. I was listening to the wind system through my Kenwood V71 and transmitting on my Icom 9700. So you're hearing me off the repeater. I know I was hitting it. Don't know what the deal is with that. F you. Oh, by Steve doing it, I think. What's that, Jeff?
Since 1998, we've never worked on HF. I'm glad to work you on any mode. And I guess this is radio. It is. I mean,
yeah, we heard Gordo on it last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago when I was off. And nobody did the FU on that. They didn't jam him or anything. So much respect to the FU guy for not jamming Gordo there. I hear Gordo on a lot of stuff here locally. I heard him on Saturday recently on a repeater. I think they're helping something out with there was the Great Pacific Air Show in Huntington Beach. Monitoring America Link.
And I am using radio, by the way. I've got my FC5 Delta here, transmitting into my FCM300 Delta into the computer. So it's all RF this way. Okay, thanks again for the QSO, ZR1AG.
I turned it off on purpose.
ZL, KE4LZ, then?
Sorry, I had a... it's on Discord, but it's not on the air. I don't have it hooked up right now.
Kilo Echo 4, Lima, Zulu.
So right now we're
here is Miller.
monitoring America Link. Is this a net? Does anybody know if this is a net?
Coast of Florida.
I don't know. Maybe Sam knows if it's a net. Yeah, doesn't sound like a normal net. What's up, Ed? Nice to see you in here. AC3IK. America Link got quiet. Ed, what's going on, dude? Ed Sweeney. We're monitoring America Link. I was just making sure there's no net going on, and I was going to jump in.
The Auckland, New Zealand location. We're about 30 minutes, about maybe 20 miles away from the destruction when the hurricane went through. This part of the Florida coast was spared, but there was terrific.
It didn't scare anybody off.
Damage what happened in this area. So
same stuff, different day. Same here. I had a long day of work. I was actually going to bring up something I tried at work. I'm going to...
Well, I've seen some pictures of a local TV station down there that's completely flooded.
I'm going to show you a little something I did probably next week. I'm going to record it and put it on the channel here, so you guys can see the RF side of stuff of what I do at work. It's not just audio. We had a talent at work. I do live broadcast audio for TV sports. She wanted to use her RF IFB, which is interrupt fullback, the way that she communicates with the truck. She wanted it to work through concrete on the other side of the arena from where the transmitter's at, and she wanted to use it in the arena bowl for the game. So that can get a little weird on how to do that. It is 900 megahertz system that I have. So those are generally not good for bouncing signals around like VHF around those tunnels and cement tunnels and metal binding posts and everything like that that are underneath the stands where she was going to be at. So I went ahead out of my own pocket, and I'm probably going to try to sell it to my work because it seems to make her happy. I got a Yagi antenna, 900 megahertz, that goes up to 960 megahertz, I think, and I'm on 943.325. Anyways, I have that pointed right down the tunnel or where she's at with 10 dB a gain and a half a watt. I'm also getting some little bit better, thicker coax, so I don't have as much loss. Even 10 feet on a short cable like that, on that higher frequency, has some loss. So I did some testing last night. I got it to work excellently, great. They were very happy with that. I'm also working on, I don't know if this is a good idea, and this is why I wanted to bring it up. I got a 50 ohm BNC Y cable that I have going down to the locker room area where she's going to be doing her hits from. And I wired an antenna. It's a DC powered antenna with 5 volts with a booster on the other end of it. I'm going to put downstairs by where she's at. So I don't know if it's a good idea for phasing purposes to have those 2 antennas on the one input. For a diversity system, but I'm going to give her a try and see if I can get it to work back there. I know it will push the signal through, so I'm just wondering how it will work when I have that all the way down there. But I'll figure it out for next time. Didn't have that much of a time to play with it last night. I did get the signal to pass down there, and when I get the new coax in next week, I should get a little more range. I think I'm going to get back about 10% of my power going to the antenna. I looked on the signal loss website. Let me see if I can put it up here. So this is kind of like my little hobby / work project I'm working with, because the talent doesn't like to get unmiked and mic'd up again. This will be a lot easier for her to move throughout the building without having to change out to hardline mics. That ID you're hearing is from the wind system, and I'm looking up the cable loss calculator. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm on. So let me show you what I'm doing here. Bring this up. So I have it's RG240 or LMR 240. It's 10 feet right now, and it's on 943 megahertz, and it's 0.5 watts. And so this is what I have going on there. I have 17% loss of power, which at that rate I have a half a watt, and when I'm putting into the high gain 900 megahertz antenna, is actually going to make a huge difference. So let me show you what I did here. Now I'm changing it to a 5 foot, and I'm going to LMR 600. I think it's LMR 600. I got to double check. And now you see it's 17% loss, total dB loss. Now look at that. I go down to 3%, so I gain 15% of my power at 943 megahertz into a 12 dB. Is it 12 dB? No, 10.9 dB Yagi antenna. I think 10% or 15% difference is going to make a pretty significant difference at that frequency, because I'm just on the hairy edge of not working in a couple places. I think this will kind of get over that hump, especially with the people when they get in here. So we'll see. I have N connectors. Hairy edge. I gotta double check and see if that's a if that's 600 LMR 600, but I'm pretty sure it is. And it's not the Ultraflex, because the Ultraflex I guess has a little more loss to it. But anyways, I'm trying to sell this idea, so I got some plans for this. We'll see. Trash.
Did y'all take the cup last time? I thought y'all did.
Yes, it's LMR 600 with N connectors. It's like $50. So going from 240 at 10 feet, I'm not selling it. I bought it off of eBay. So going from LMR 240 to LMR 600, from 10 feet to 5 feet, is going to make a 15% difference in power. So I think that will get me over the hump on things. I hope so. The talent was pretty happy last night. I wish I had a way I was going to record the thing we did with her in the restaurant. I have strong opinions that it's going to work. It's definitely going to improve.
That means my rates goes up, and the Auckland people pay for it, and the government pays part of it as well.
So it sounds like we got
what we get out of it and what it costs us.
It sounds like this is busy tonight, which is good. Glad to hear this on here. I'm going to go to.
I'm not going to pay you any more money. We just can't afford it.
I think I'm going to go to 3100.
Well, are y'all in a position to transfer your operation to Barcelona? Is that going to be less expensive?
Yeah, 1AG. Well, I'm sure the America's Cup New Zealand contingent can do that. I'll be doing it, because they've had lots of money out of New Zealand, so they can afford it. Also,
a lot of these countries can't afford what they're doing right now, but I'm not going to go there.
Spot connected to Brandmeister 3103. Link dynamic talk group 3100.
So I'm on 3100 right now. See if we have any activity on here. I'm going to let this thing roll for a little bit. And see if there's anybody on there. I don't want to
K6EGG,
take anybody out.
Yes, so you're on your Greg?
And anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. W9JES, this is Greg.
K6EGG on Talk Group 3100.
Good evening, Greg. Hope you're doing well. It sounds like you had some cool projects going on at work that were inspired by your ham radio hobby. So that's good stuff. I am burning some oil tonight, just working on some stuff for work, some domains and vulnerability scans and stuff. So figured I'd have you on in the background and listen to the shenanigans going on. And I was hoping to hear something on the wind system, but I didn't hear anything. Back to you, W9JES.
Copy that. Appreciate you watching as always. Yeah, looking forward to that 900 megahertz IFB project I'm working on at work. Bringing my hobby in with me to work. I think in theory it should work. That's a big, I would say 10 or 15% improvement in power output. I would say that would make enough of a difference that I think I would notice it. And the antenna system I'm putting in, I'm really hoping that it will work out well, and maybe we'll try some different stuff with that. So thanks again for watching, and call me here on Talk Group, DMR Talk Group 3100. This is Greg, K6EGG with W9JES. And as you know, I'm also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile.
So I'm listening to the wind system right now, and I can hear my DStar noise, pardon me, go through.
All right, sounds good, Greg. Hey, I wanted to ask one question. Can you guess what radio I'm talking on right now?
A Baofeng VR5?
Had to do it.
No. Actually, Sam knows. I'm talking on my still pretty new 878 UV2 Pro or Plus or whatever the heck it is. It's the one with Bluetooth and all that good stuff in it. It's a pretty cool little radio. I can't say it sounds any better than my Linko, though. Back to you.
No, in the digital world, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. The only big difference I hear, at least on the DStar side of things, is the when someone talks on an ID52. There's something in that radio, that chip in that radio that I don't know, that brings out some really good audio. So I got to be honest with you, I can't tell the difference, especially because I'm cross-moding. So I might lose some of the fidelity in there as well. But you sound clear as always on my end.
All right. Yeah, it is hard with the digital world, and I would agree with you that ID52 probably is the best sounding radio that I have in the bunch here, and of course it sounds better on native modes than it does cross moding. So, but anyway, I see you're apparently you decided to start cleaning. That's okay. Take care of yourself, Greg. 7-3s, and I wish you the best there. I'll be on the side here. This is W9JES with K6EGG.
Yeah, JJ, what you were seeing there in the background, I have those little soundproof, sound resistant little squares there that are on my mirror, because if I don't have that up there, my ham shack, also known as my office, gets some really bad audio in it. Like I hear big echo in the room. So I put those little furry things up and double stick tape them to the mirror there, and the cats use it as a scratching pad. So I think one of them was in here when I wasn't paying attention because they weren't off. They weren't off when I walked in here, so they must have jumped in behind me like they always sneak in here and wanted to get a couple scratches in and walk out. So good to hear you in here tonight. This is Greg, K6EGG on Talk Group 3100 from Southern California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Home of your... I had one night, I was on, Ed, and I was talking about it. And
last comment, I'll say.
I think I lost you.
Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if I had it. My last comment is that you can get rid of a lot of that echo when you start filling that room with lots of radio stuff. Hi. Every 9JS, clear monitoring.
So anyways, I was on one night. I think the Sad Ham Lawrence was watching, and they were talking. I was talking about it, how they ripped those cats ripped the they ripped that apart behind me, which, I don't really mind too bad. I'd rather than do that because I could just change that out than a piece of furniture or something. Because I'm not going to be able to stop them in the middle of the night. But anyways, I'm like, I was getting pissed, and as I was talking about it, Milo comes walking in, and he looks at me like, "What? This is mine. I thought that you put this up for me." What's on the left of the pole? The couch? That's a chair. I can zoom out here. So I got my chair back there, some clothes. I got like a sofa chair there. Not a black couch. I'm not a producer. I got my window here. If I can, I wonder if I can move this. Yeah, so this is what's on the side here. Nothing too big. It's for the producers. So I had another camera up, but the system doesn't like it for some reason. I don't know what the casting couch is you guys are referring to. Sorry for all the noise. This is copy that, Jim. I know it's late. It's about 10:30 over there on the East Coast. You can borrow Sam's camera. Hey, I heard Sam got a new camera. I can't wait for him to come in here. So right now I'm monitoring Talk Group 3100. And Ed's going to take the dog out so it can take a leak on somebody's grass and get some energy burnt out. So he'll be back. We got the Sad Ham in here. Not the original one, but looks like Seth is in here.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring DMR Talk Group 3100 from Southern California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
I haven't got any subs in the last week and a half. That kind of has me a little bit worried. You going back to HF?
Hey, Greg, it's TN4TAD. How you doing tonight?
Oh, I haven't talked to him for a while.
Hey, I haven't talked to you for a little bit. How you doing? This is Greg, K6EGG for KN4TAD.
I think was he on that night that that guy was going crazy on Alabama Link?
Yeah, I've been busy. I think I've missed some of your live streams, and then I think when you've been on, I've been busy or didn't watch too long. But yeah, just been good. It's cool and off over here, so I'm enjoying the slightly cooler weather, and
Of course, football season, college football is in full swing.
Football.
It's my favorite time of year.
I wish I could say what I want to say on the air, but I can't.
Copy that. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the fall. And no offense, I'm not a big football fan, but I do like all the change going into winter now. It's nice and kind of refreshing coming from a hot summer and being very busy, and family time's going to start happening with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. So I look forward to the change now, which in years past I always kind of got depressed. It's going to get cold. It's going to do this, but at least in California, our leaves don't change till probably December or February. But for the most part, yeah, I'm liking the fall now. And I'm a big baseball fan. I'm looking forward to baseball playoffs that are coming up here in the next couple days. I used to work that for my work, my business. So it's kind of nice to sit at home and be able to sleep a full night in October, which I hadn't been doing for the last 20 years or so. I'll send it back over to you, KN4. TAD. This is Greg, K6EGG.
So are the Mets totally out of it? And thank you for subbing, by the way. I appreciate it, David.
Yeah, October
we just got to
is
161
because of the World Series of playoffs and football. But
yeah,
NFL,
161.
I guess basketball starts up this month, so it doesn't get much better than this month for sports tonight.
In other words,
yeah, of course, the little league stuff and for school, but yeah, it's definitely fun to get out there and play some tennis or whatever, and watch some TV. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm like I enjoy the holidays. Time with family, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that. It's a good time of year. So I usually hit the blues after Christmas when kind of everything back to normal. But
the Mets.
Yeah,
here's a picture of the Mets.
Still a good time of year, even going into the spring.
Copy that. And now, I used to get excited for the spring, although I like the weather coming up in the spring, but that's when taxes are due. I always get a little nervous, especially that I'm older now, how much money I'm going to owe when I do my taxes in late February, early March. So I feel you, man. Well, it's good to hear you in here. I know life gets in the way of our hobby a lot. I know I've been busy the last couple months, and I'm looking forward to having about 2 or 3 days off a week the next couple months so I can enjoy some stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Good to hear you on here, and it's been I've enjoyed watching the streams and going back and watching some of them on demand. So thanks for doing the channel, and look forward to talking to you soon.
Copy that, man. Appreciate it. It's a lot of fun connecting with all you guys around the country and around the world, actually. So you have a good one. I'm going to take a standby here. Thanks for jumping in and saying hi and not leaving my call unheard. KN4TAD. This is Greg, K6EGG on Talk Group 3100. Also currently live streaming on YouTube.
All right, great. Have a good night. KN4TAD. I'll be clear. I'm sorry.
So that was John there over in Alabama. I think he was on that night in the chat when Jeff had a not Jeff that's in the chat. Jeff had a meltdown on somebody answering his question. The guy from Rhode Island, I believe. He freaked out. Seth, I might have, or not Sam, I think I'm going to go over to Alabama Link. Alabama Link. See what kind of trouble I can get into there. God, I cannot talk today. I can't talk any day. You going to jump over there, Sam? Can I actually hear you on the radio? Uh, 31010. My memory serves correct.
Open spot connected to Brandmeister 3103. Linked dynamic talk group 31010.
I lost my foot pedal. Dang it.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Alabama Link from Southern California. Yes, a California person in the Alabama Link. In Southern California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles in the city of Chino. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
Let's see if I can freak out anybody from the South. And anybody new to the channel tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well.
How the heck do you lose a foot pedal on the carpet when I'm using the same foot pedal?
Oh, I'm not going to California anything.
I can keep it under my foot. Get it together, man. K6EGG KM4EO.
Well, Sam, since you asked, I'm going to explain to you how I lose my foot pedal. I get excited when I hear people talking. I end up kicking it, and because this table's so low, I can't reach underneath because my belly's in the way, so I end up having to feel around with my feet with my socks on. So that's how I lose it. But good to hear you in here, Sam. I don't want a California, Alabama, that's for sure. This is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf on Alabama Link.
I wouldn't California anything. I had to say it.
Excuses, because my fat belly's reclined in my chair, and my belly's touching my desk, and I can at least reach to the wall. Yeah, I got one of those too, buddy. At least I can find my foot pedal without having to look underneath my desk. I can just use my foot. No excuses. Get back to the live stream. K6EGG KM4EO.
See, I just kicked it right there. I don't know if you guys heard in the background.
Copy that. This is Greg, K6EGG. Good to hear you in here, Sam, and actually talk to you on the radio. It's been a little while. It's been about a week or so. KM4EEO. This is Greg, K6EGG. If anybody's listening on Alabama Link, I'm also currently live streaming on YouTube. I have a link in my QRZ profile, or you can type my call letters in, K6EGG, K6EGG, into the search engine of YouTube, and voila, I should pop up.
I haven't heard Jack anything on.
I haven't heard Jack anything. Yeah, I heard your foot pedal hit the back of the desk. So, all good.
You got to get that thing out, Michael. Did things cool down in your neck of the woods, too? I have a lot of friends over there in Texas, and they said it's finally, like, really cooling off. And I know Jeff's not in Texas. 58. Now, I can't remember exactly where you're at. if you're in Austin or San Antonio, or probably not in either, but I know my San Antonio, my cousins live in New Brussels. I don't know how to pronounce it. They said it got cooled off overnight. Selma, that's my mom's name. Yeah, that's it. They built a house there. They have some nice property over there. And my cousin's husband is retired chief from San Diego PD. Braunfels. There you go. Hey, Terry, long time no see. I hope all is good in your world. And he is volunteering, I think, at a fire department over there and training newbies. So giving back to the community and his former field of employment, which is good. I'd love to teach what I do. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, yeah. I've never been there, by the way. I've been to Austin and I've been to San Antonio a ton of times. I stay at the Marriott Riverwalk quite a bit. Still no Icom 52? I thought you canceled your order. Teach people how to broadcast hockey, yeah. Teach them how to use that little thing I showed you last night, that little music thing. So, Sam, not too many people on the Alabama link right now. I think I'm going to go to Talk Group 93. How does that sound? That's Talk Group 93 North America.
Open spot connected to Brandmeister 3103.
That's just amazing. I got one sitting on my desk right now, and I haven't really used it in like, I don't know, months.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring Talk Group 93 North America from Southern California in the city of Chino, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
I was just trying to make sure that radio was still tuning in and stuff. How's the Terry? Can you get on DMR? I would love to ask you some questions about it. Hey, Scott, long time no see, man. Scott, you're always number 2 to me. No offense. Life gets in the way once again of a hobby, but that's all good.
This is Greg. Let's try this again here. This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring DMR Talk Group 93 North America from Southern California, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles, and also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, you know, I'm fumbly today. I don't know why. So if anybody's out there, maybe Terry, jump on Talk Group 93, and maybe I'd love to ask some questions of that. Should we just take it over? Sure. Need to buy a dual band for the house, huh? And anybody coming in, watching from Talk Group 93 North America, don't forget to subscribe also. Much will be appreciated here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. I'm surprised my daughter hasn't jumped back behind me and started doing some gymnastics here. She's been going kind of crazy lately. Oh, sorry. God, party. There's all kinds of party fouls going on here tonight. All right, so nobody's on 93 North America. So I'm going to go to 91 worldwide. See if I can stir some stuff up here. I actually didn't talk on America Link, so...
Open spot connected to Brandmeister 3103. Link dynamic talk group 91.
There's usually always somebody on Talk Group 91. Check out this guy's KI5FQJ. I love it. This is good stuff. All right, so nothing. Oh, I just heard something in there.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 91 worldwide from Southern California, in the city of Chino, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG, 91 worldwide.
Worldwide, everybody. I'd love it. What was the name of that movie? I forget the name of it. That's awesome. Short Circuit, yeah. That was a good movie. That was a good standard 80s movie. So this guy just keyed up too. But I really enjoyed that movie. I haven't watched it for a while. It's like you got a... That's the new the GD88, I believe. Looks like he just updated his... You the same age as me? You got a good memory. I think Better Off Dead came out about that time. You're 48? Okay, well, good. Short Circuit. Now, what was this little fella's name? No disassemble. That's awesome. Johnny Five? I don't remember that. Let's try to get on 91 Worldwide again. Number 5's alive.
This is Greg, K6EGG on Talk Group 91 Worldwide from Southern California. Seeing if anybody's out here on the frequency or on the Talk Group tonight. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
K6EGG or K6EGG KF5FQJ. Yeah, I know we're on worldwide. Just figured I'd say hi real quick. I just got done programming this new VTech 6X2 Pro, but figured I'd say hi real quick, and I'm gonna step aside because we're on worldwide. Maybe somebody overseas might want to check in, but yeah, I'll get with you in the chat. All right, have a good night, sir.
Copy that. I love the QRZ picture there, and I appreciate not letting my call go unheard. This is Greg, K6EGG. Radio sounding good there. And I have my soon-to-be 5-year-old daughter in about 4 hours running around behind me.
As soon as I start talking, she'll come in here.
I saw that. Yeah, I put mine to bed earlier, so they should be upstairs. I heard some rummaging around up there a few minutes ago, so I might have to go check on them and make sure they're getting ready for school tomorrow. But yeah, have fun with that. Love the kids, man. Have a good night.
I'll be in the corner.
Copy that. You have a good night. KI5FQJ. Once again, you have a good one. And, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Have a good evening, Sam. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Alicia, check out this guy's profile picture here. Remember this guy? See if you can remember. I couldn't think of the name of it, but someone came. Yep, Short Circuit. I couldn't even remember the name of the movie, so you were one step ahead of me. It has a number 5 at the end of it. That's Terry from Australia in there.
Hey there, Terry. Nice to hear you in here. VK3AEK from Australia. Real quick, man. How do you like that open spot user interface? I'm sure it's probably not as clunky as the number 3. And did you get the Pro version?
Well, you could probably see it there. Oh, you can't see it?
Yeah, I'll try version. Well, it's pretty good. Sometimes it might change, but I'm like, I mostly use the phone. That's the time to change it over if I can't see the radio. And apart from that, I love it, man. I really love it. Thank you, that great.
5 and 3 is 8. But you're not going to be.
Copy that. I know a couple guys that like it. N2SPG, big fan of it. I believe he traveled with it as well. It sounds really good. I heard the battery life is not as good as they claim it to be, but that seems to be the case with a lot of different stuff. My car being one of them. But good to hear you in there, and I hope maybe someday you'll get your ID52 in the next couple years.
Exactly right. it's really slight, just getting hot, everything. I'm not the one on it. I'm just using Yaesu, it's quality, and, do it for that way. This works as well, so, I can use DStar whenever I want for this one as well, so I'll put that to you there, Greg.
We gotta spend the week with bananas 4 in here, but there's also cat in here.
Copy that. Yeah, it sounded pretty good. Of course, now everybody's in my office. My cat is stepping now, I believe, on my foot. He was on my foot pedal there momentarily, so he's probably jumping in there saying hi. For VK, I'm dropping out there. VK3AEK, this is Greg, K6EGG.
What's up, Milo?
Welcome in your office.
Is Sasha gonna come in here now? God, he's such a big cat.
Yeah.
I showed him off in my room.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go outside and wherever people jump in on you as well. But I'm gonna go outside with you. I'm gonna say some free for now, so I'll still watch you. Alright, what's that, Greg?
Copy that, Terry. Good to hear you in there, all the way down there from Melbourne, Australia, or in that area. This is Greg, K6EGG on Talk Group 91 Worldwide. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
Hi, Haley.
But I'm sitting down right now.
You only come in here when they come in here.
Yeah.
K6EGG, this is Kilo Echo 5, Alpha Sierra November.
Oh boy, I'm lost here.
I'm upside down right now.
KE5ASN, this is Greg, K6EGG. How are you doing tonight? What's left of it, actually?
Airplane, Daddy.
Yeah. Say hi, Milo.
Taking my call. I'm doing well. This is Mike. I'm in Oklahoma City. I was looking at your QRZ page and noticed that you're a television sound engineer and you travel around the country. I have a friend that does the same thing for ESPN. I didn't know if you might happen to know him.
Well, it's a very small community. Chances are that I could. In the sports world, it's really small, so I might know him. Do you know, obviously you know what his name is. If you feel free to say it.
Yeah, Roger. His name is Tad Weimer. Tango Alpha Delta Weimer. And he's also out of Oklahoma City.
Hi, Milo.
The first name sounds familiar. What type of position does he do for ESPN?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I've been doing it for a long time. He may not even be doing it anymore. I've lost contact with him the last couple of years. But I don't know. I know he do college football and some PGA.
And what was the name? How the spelling in it?
Weimer, Wimer.
Copy that. I'm gonna take a look real quick and see if I can find him somewhere. If he's actually on my phone, or I might have him on LinkedIn or something.
All right. Yeah. You know, we're still friends. We just don't see each other much anymore. And knew his family, fairly well. I knew he traveled all the time doing some sporting events.
Oh yeah, actually, I recognize the name Tad, and he does the same semi position I do. It's I don't do too much of the worldwide leader work much anymore. It's been a couple years, but definitely sounds familiar. If you do talk to him, or when you talk to him again, tell him you talk to a A2 named Greg. He's an A1, so he'd be the next step up. So I'd work hand in hand with him if I worked with him.
All right, I'll definitely do that. Well, hey, I won't keep 91 tied up, but I appreciate the quick QSO. Just saw that, and I had to ask. So have a great evening, 73. Maybe we'll cross antennas again soon. KE5 ASN. Have a good evening.
Copy that, Mike. I appreciate you jumping in and saying hi. And just to let you know, I'm also live streaming currently on YouTube. I got that link in that same QRZ profile that you were looking at. So take care. KE5 ASN. Mike there in Oklahoma. This is Greg, K6EGG, once again in Southern California.
K6EGG, this is AC3IK. Just thought I'd give a shout out real quick before I head off to bed.
Hey there, Ed. AC3IK. This is Greg, K6EGG. Thanks for dropping by and saying hi.
Yeah. AC3.
Not a problem. So I just chime in for a little bit. I just got back from walking the dog. So hopefully the weather's been good to you out there in California. It's a little bit chilly, very fall-like up here. We just got over about 4 days worth of rain thanks to the remnants at the end. So hopefully you have a good night. And I am going to say 73. So K6EGG, this is AC3IK, and I am clear and listening.
Copy that. AC3IK. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, you know, David, I went to ESPN once, very, very long time ago. I did not realize how much in the middle of nowhere it was. I'm trying to think of the name of the city it was in. Oh, you said Bristol. Bristol, that's right. I drove up there when I had a day off in Boston, and I got a little tour. This was before they're just switching over to HD, so they were doing a lot of work in the studios. I was just in there briefly, just a little bit over an hour, but it was pretty cool to walk through there and get that side of things. Ed, you take care. I hope I said your call sign right. I thought I had said a K in there, but AC3IK. It's good to see you in there. Hi, Haley. You sitting on the sofa thing or the cushion? And Milo. And I know that I probably shouldn't be showing this. I was going to show it a few minutes ago. This is...
Oh, yeah, you were showing that today.
I'm going to turn this off here just for a second. This is... I did some self-driving with my car today. This is me transitioning from the 60 westbound to the southbound 71. Full self-driving here. I did not touch the wheel, brake, gas, anything like that. Just doing some testing. See that no hands on there. It kept on going like this. But it sped up on its own and got into traffic. Pretty crazy, huh? just holding the wheel because it tells me to there, and then see there it speeds up on its own and gonna go into traffic there. So very scary how that thing works there. That might be fun for doing some ham radio. Keep my hands free there. I know I shouldn't, and I was gonna show Milo too since he likes to steal the show sometimes. Where did he go? Ah! He's a big cat right there. He's a nice cat. He's a really good guy. Sounds like some people are on 91 Worldwide there. Oh, looks like Ivan's in there. And once again, anybody new to the channel tonight, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Or Time to Play Radio on Trips, you're correct. Just doing this for fun, not looking for be a millionaire.
Located in southeast Korea. It's about 250 miles southeast of
You must be getting tired.
You are coming in very nice.
What's going on here? What, are you going to be a big girl tomorrow?
Yeah, Ivan, the call sign is Kilo, Oscar 4, Foxtrot Echo Kilo. I think we chatted a couple weeks ago. Back to you.
I think she likes birthday more than she likes any other holiday. Gotta love his picture here, by the way. He's like, yeah, I'm taking a picture. Good stuff. It's probably one of the best looking pictures I've seen on QRZ, by the way.
I think this is Kilo, Oscar 4, Foxtrot Echo Kilo. We chatted a few weeks ago.
I think I've talked to him before. Oh, yeah, he's in Winter Park, Florida, which is just north of Orlando. I think I've stayed in Winter Park once. I have some friends that live up there. She's your daughter.
Your daughter.
Yeah, you did say the call sign correctly. Kilo, Oscar 4, Foxtrot Echo Kilo.
This is what we get for the half-hour nap.
Yeah, water.
You'll play PK.
Did you take a nap today, Haley? And did you?
Yeah, you did.
Did you wake up in a bad mood? You didn't want to go in the fart. You didn't want to go in the fart car.
I believe it was on DStar though, so it looked.
You didn't like the fart car?
Digital hopping. Back to you.
You didn't want? Did you want Daddy to drive fast?
Yeah, I make bubbles in my water.
Okay.
Okay. Don't do that right now.
She's not. Yeah.
From my smartphone.
Got all kinds of stuff. Got animals walking around in here. I don't know where he went.
Yeah. Today I came to the local senior welfare center. So before we have lunch, I have the time. So
I could use some AC in here.
On the 91 and the 93. I met several stations already. KO4 APK, this is HR5 BBD.
Yeah, HL5 DVD. Yeah, we chatted a few weeks ago on DStar. So I usually am on DStar, and there was not much action tonight. So I thought I would give Talk Group 91 and DMR a call, and there you were. Back to you.
Yeah.
It was Michael again.
Ivan, can you try again? I did not get your last cue, so.
Oopsie. Help, no, help.
Grab my foot.
No, grab my foot.
With 8,000 cars were supposed by the flooding, you know. It was so terrible. I don't know why we have this many weather-related disasters all over the world. Not only Korea and United States, many other countries also suffered from the long drought, wildfire, or flooding.
It's still raining over in South Korea. They're having missiles fly over their country.
Okay.
Actually, I think that was
Well,
Japan.
this is
They did it again today. I think they did 2 more. A lot of radio tonight here on the Greg K6EGG live stream.
A lot of wind, but mostly rain, and the rain is...
What did you say, Haley? What did you say?
Mom's coming out the corner. Daddy, Mom's coming out at the corner.
high, but the next neighborhood to me, it has roughly 40 homes in it, and they're all completely underwater. So I feel bad for these folks, but certainly not as bad as the west side of Florida, which is pretty much a disaster. Back to you, Evan.
Okay,
What happened to your leg?
it's good for you. Your houses are located in a bit upper place. Okay, good.
Oh.
Actually, I'm living in top floor of a 15-story apartment building, so I don't worry that much when we have a heavy rain. But this time, a lot of car parking.
David, thanks for coming in tonight. I appreciate it.
By the flooding.
Johnny 5.
Normally they have a pumping system, but this time
It's good to see a bunch of new people in here tonight. Here on the Greg K6EGG live stream.
In short time, so it didn't work at all. You know, 2 months ago there was also a heavy rain in Seoul. Gangnam area.
Right now we're monitoring 91 worldwide
Gangnam,
here.
Gangnam Style. It's the title of a song, famous Spanish song.
Haley, what are you doing back there?
I don't know. I'm upside down.
You just making all kinds of racket?
Yeah. Upside down are a rocket ship's butt. My chips are butt.
Haley.
Hey, help me.
It was terrible. My son lived there, but he couldn't save his car. He escaped to another place.
Look at Alicia's face back
and
there.
came back in 5 hours later, you know. But this time, because we have a very high-rise apartment here,
I see your big
most of our high-rise apartment has a basement parking lot. So this time, many cars, 8,000 cars parked in the parking lot were submerged by the flooding. It's so terrible. Okay,
You what?
Thank you very much. It's lunch time here, so I say 7-3 and catch you again, and you keep stay safe and stay well, and great to speak with you again today. KO4APK, this is HR5 DVD. I'll catch you again.
Well, that's Ivan over there in South Korea.
Thank you, Ivan, for the QSO. Yes, it seems like in the last few years, the parts of the world are too dry and other parts are too wet. So I guess it's the new normal.
Thank you, whoever that was.
That's not sounding too pleasant with what your son had to deal with. I hope everything is okay there. But it's always a pleasure chatting with you. 73s. Listen for you.
All right, so.
On DStar again. Good evening.
I've talked to Ivan a lot. Maybe somebody else can make the contact over there in South Korea.
This is HR5 DVD signing off and clear. Bye-bye.
Hey, don't move your chair. Don't move your chair.
Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Echo Kilo. We're on side listening.
Don't sneeze. You sneezed on Miley. You changed it.
K04FEK. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California. Good evening.
I'm not behind it, but...
How you doing there, K6EGG? Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Echo Kilo. Yeah, this is Steve in Orlando, Florida. Back to you.
Copy that. In Orlando, Florida, I'm checking out your QRZ picture. I saw it earlier. I heard you talking to Ivan over there in South Korea. I just got to say, that's probably one of the better pictures I've ever seen on a QRZ profile picture. So looks good, man. good to hear you in here. And I'm sorry about the great state of Florida getting hit by some really bad weather. Sounds like you fared okay. I'm pretty familiar with the area you're in, Winter Park. They're just being north of Orlando proper, so I have a lot of friends in that area. So good to hear at least that area fared okay. I'll send it back over to you, K04E. Oh crap, K04EK. This is Greg, K6EGG.
No worries, Greg. I have the same problem. Yeah, Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Echo Kilo. You said Southern California. Whereabouts are you? Becky?
I am in the city of Chino, about 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. I guess it'd be like a suburb. Are you familiar with Southern California?
Wear glasses, Mommy.
Because I can see.
Whoa, my lips are red.
I get to Los Angeles and San Diego for work probably 2-3 times a year as a minimum. So I always enjoy going down there. It's always a pleasure. San Diego, especially just because of the amazing weather. Back to you.
Copy that. And I know that drive. If you drive from Los Angeles to San Diego and take Interstate 5, if you go on the right day, that is one heck of a beautiful ride down the coast of Southern California. That is some of the most beautiful territory of the state right there. And then you get to see San Onofre too, the defunct nuclear plant.
See the cat walking out there over my right shoulder?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the nuclear plant has a couple unusual building constructions, if you know what I mean. That I think it's well known for. But yeah, I always enjoy going down there. And yeah, I'm in Winter Park, Florida. Since I did fare pretty well with the storm, not compared to a number of folks around me. Matter of fact, the level of the lakes is still rising because of the water, I guess, accumulating or running back into the lakes. But still nowhere near as bad as the folks on the West Coast there. That area is just horrible. What a disaster. Kilo Oscar 4 Foxtrot Echo Kilo. Back to you, Greg.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm actually live streaming too, a picture of the San Onofre plant there. I think it was in a couple movies. I remember the 80s movie Naked Gun, I think it was in. But on a serious note, is like Orlando proper kind of back to normal? I guess, like, is Disneyland open and stuff? Are they trying to get back, things, restaurants open and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think most of the attractions, Universal, Disney World, and so on, they actually opened up pretty quick. I think those folks are pretty efficient at no matter what happens, getting the places back to operating condition. I guess the amount of money that it comes through those parks every day is a strong motivator to get them cleaned up. Most of Orlando, I think, is back in action. There are a number of roads that are blocked off just because of flooding. So, but it appears to be, it says the lakes are rising, but it seems to be the water from the surrounding area that flooded is finding its way back in the lakes, which is what's making them rise. But at least that is enabling people to regain access to those flooded areas. Back in.
Well, Steve, I appreciate the info. I hope things get a little better there. I know Florida's pretty resilient on that sort of stuff with dealing with in the past with major hurricanes like Andrew and stuff like that in the 90s. I used to spend a lot of time in Orlando and a ton of time in Miami. So I know those people they get their buildings rebuilt pretty fast, and a lot of people helping each other out, which I've been seeing on TV. I'm glad to hear. But I hope all is well. I don't want to tie up 91 Worldwide too long, but I just want to get somebody's real opinion of somebody that's sitting there on the ground and not the news media's opinion of what's going on there. So I appreciate it, Steve. KO4FEK. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'll be clearing 91 Worldwide for after your final there, sir.
Thank you for the QSO, Greg. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot Echo Kilo. I'll listen for you again on Talk Route 91, 73s, and have a good evening. We'll be listening on the side.
So just monitoring 91 Worldwide there on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Just talked to Steve over in Winter Park.
Kilo Oscar 4.
Winter Park, Florida.
This is Kilo Oscar 4 ETQ.
He is in the central part of the state. Actually, not north of Orlando and east of Orlando.
Within a week or so of myself. But nice to meet you.
I'll show you exactly where he is on the map.
Florida, which you probably heard. What's your QTH?
Here's the map there of where he's at.
I'm in Sarasota County, Northport.
Oh, wow. That's where they got hit.
So
there's Winter Park there. In this area is where the airport's at, I believe.
I was on a vacation 2 weeks ago with the wife, the dog, and the cat. For 4 days. It was beautiful. Over.
I don't think I'm zoomed in enough, but...
Oh, wow.
Anyways, not too far away from Orlando.
Boy, you snuck out of there at the right time.
This is where they light the candles, so to speak. They launched this from SpaceX. Where they launched 4 people up to the International Space Station today. And believe it or not, they actually had 2 different launches today. One from Cape Canaveral with a crew 5 of 4 for SpaceX, and a Starlink mission at 3 o'clock my time here in Southern California. I was really hoping for a sunset a launch. That really makes for a nice jellyfish, so to speak, that you can see in the sky.
The wife and I were looking for a place to purchase, and we purchased a condo in Northport, but we stayed in Sanibel Island coming up from Alligator Alley for a couple of days before.
Alligator Alley.
And I asked, on the island, someone, what's this island all
And you know what,
about?
Seth? You're 100% right on that one.
Sanibel Island,
And anybody new to the channel tonight that's coming over from 91 Worldwide, don't forget to subscribe. Just out here having a good time on 91 Worldwide.
They've got a wildlife preserve there, and it was wonderful. After Charlie,
and really quick, I'm probably going to sign off of DMR right now.
That was in 2003.
So what I do normally is stop my
we rent the same little cottage.
My open spot 3 from transmitting.
Open spot.
So I connect to 4003. So anyways, it was a fun night of ham radio, no doubt. If I can bring this in. I don't know if Terry, you take care. Sam, I don't know if you're in here still.
I am.
You are. You am. I don't know if anybody else is in there, but I can't see it.
Jeff left.
Jeff left. Yeah, it is late. It is 11:20 there on the East Coast, and 10:20 where you're at in United States of Alabama. Good night. Made a couple new contacts. Found out what's really going on in Florida. Those people are pretty resilient over there, and I see a lot of people helping each other in neighborhoods. They interviewed some guy. I can't think of the name of the city. I think it was south of Tampa, and they had a disaster plan where each person on the block would have certain type of food. Somebody would have a generator, someone would do this, somebody was really good at that, and they all started kind of helping each other out. So
they're between what was it? Not Celebration, but I can't remember. But Tampa, and once it gets up the canal, it shoots over to a certain part of Florida, and they all had a plan. And people with like big trucks, army trucks, civilian wise. And whatnot. They all pitched in. There was airboats. There was, boats in general. It was just, I've seen a few YouTube videos, and everybody pitched in and did what they could. And yeah, it was a great turnout. They know how to take care of each other down there.
Yeah, I hope. When something like that, obviously we're not going to get a hurricane in Southern California, but we're prone to earthquakes, so we're due for a pretty big, a sizable one anytime. But I keep saying that because we haven't had any in a couple of years. I hope people are ready. I always keep a couple extra cases of water in the house. We have some extra food. We have a couple extra things of cat food just in case, because you got to think about the pets too. A lot of people don't think of. I always bug Alicia to make sure her car has at least a quarter of a tank of gas. I normally wouldn't get below half a tank in my car. I have my car charged up, obviously. And a lot of people always say, "Oh, what are you going to do when the power goes out and you have no power for your car?" Well, guess what? That same power powers the pumps at gas stations. So unless you can figure out a way to get the gas pump turned on some way, you're not getting any gas either.
No, that's why they hoard the gas. They sit there and bring a bunch of gas cans by the dozen and fill up before it gets bad.
Yeah. I could do the same with charging, and I know a lot of people have solar panels, and they're able to still have power when the grid is down. So a lot of stuff that needs to happen. I know I'm semi-prepared. I kind of have like a mental plan in my head. First thing to do when we have a decent-sized earthquake, got to check the gas line, because of most of the damage happens actually from fires. It shifts the gas pipes and cracks them, so you get that rotten egg smell. That you're in some serious trouble. And then the other thing is just to look at cracks on the outside of the house. It's a pretty major thing. And I normally I bring my cars out in case the power goes out or something like that, because anything could happen.
Good idea.
That's why you see. Well, the other thing is things falling on the car. What if I don't have any mode of transportation? If I have a structural problem in the house and something shifts again.
Yeah, if the car is inside the garage and the house and the garage kind of collapses, and then you can't open the door. There's the roof's on the garage. You're walking. Yeah, and that's a normal thing for fire departments here in here in California. Part of their disaster plan, whenever they get over, I think, a 5 within a 100-mile radius, they bring out all the fire trucks and medic engines outside the fire station, because that can always be a pre-shock. I know a couple years back they had I think it was a 5-1 in China Lake, which is out in the desert towards Las Vegas, north of there, actually, by Tehachapi. And then the next day they had a 6-point something, like a 6.5. So it was like pre-shock. So they were prepared for it, and they usually keep the engines and stuff out for 24, 48 hours, depending on the magnitude of the situation. And just a little side note, that earthquake happened on 4th of July, and I was inside Dodger Stadium. Felt that thing 4th of July, I think it was 2016, I want to say, maybe 2015. But that stadium was rocking and rolling. It was built into a hill. But it's good to hear that people are have a game plan. I can guarantee you my block doesn't, because I don't really communicate with them all too much. I can supply the communications and some water.
don't know about anybody else, but anyways, it's good to hear you in here tonight, Sam. I do not plan on coming on tomorrow night because I'm working. But at some point on Friday, I'll be. That's good to know, Dex. I should think about getting the GMR thing.
Yeah, me too.
It's another way to communicate.
Yeah.
You got some stabilizer, yeah.
I think JJ is on board with the GMRS as well. So.
Yeah, and everybody's so tied to these phones. These things are going to be junk.
Oh, no.
They'll be boat anchors.
Yep.
You know, I got the car.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. Before I got my Anytone 878, I was running Wuxon UV6X, a 4-watt radio with a stock rubber ducky antenna. With the power on, I couldn't reach my neighbor 2 miles down the road, or as a crow flies, 2 miles from me. Well, the power went out for all three of there's 3 of us. The other guy lives about maybe 6 miles away as a crow flies. So on the 4-watt radio with stock rubber ducky antenna, with the power out, no interference, I was able to talk to the guy 6 miles away inside my house.
You don't have all that noise in the air from the power.
And now I've got this 878 that does like 8-10 watts. HT for the win when the power goes out, but I'm going to work on my backup system to put everything on power poles and have a battery backup switching system.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
I always tell my wife, you never know what the next day will bring.
That's right.
You know, and I'm not saying this is a good thing. At least people know a hurricane's coming. For us, we don't know if an earthquake's coming. It's like you could be sitting here, and the next thing you know, everything could be falling around you. I don't know if you've ever been in an earthquake, but you're like, Californians are kind of almost trained. That's not that bad, and we just keep going with it. We don't even.
North Alabama says, so and so's had an earthquake. I'm like, wait, what? My uncle was on a business trip out there over there in L.A., and he was in a hotel during the earthquake, and so yeah, you hear more of that stuff on your side of the country, but here it's like, you get that random. The ground shook. I don't know if it here in Alabama somebody farted real loud or if they blew off or what, but I don't feel any of that here in Central Alabama at all. It's always up there north of Birmingham.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to get my sister-in-law. She was talking about getting her amateur radio license, so we'll see if she ends up doing it. I promised her a radio if she did. She's a good studier.
Is she local?
She lives. If she had a base station, a good base station, I can hear her. She lives in Phelan, which is I don't know if you're familiar with the LA area. It's at the end of the Cajon Pass.
So it's California, regardless. Yeah.
It's in California. Yeah, she's about 45 minutes away with no traffic. Yeah, it's all good. But anyways, I'm going to sign off for now. My plan is to be on Friday night at some point. It might be really late for you guys on the East Coast and Central Time Zone. But Friday nights are usually a good night. And Saturday night, I'm going to be on for sure. Looking forward to that. Saturdays can get a little crazy.
I'll be on Saturday night because my child will be on a bus going to Florida to Disney early Saturday morning. So Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday or Wednesday night, it's good for me.
Cool. Yeah, I got some time off next week too, so we'll see. It'd be fun to play some radio. So anyways, I'm gonna sign off for now. Sam, you take care. Good to hear you on the Alabama link as well.
Well, since nobody else talked on Alabama link, I
nobody
figured you'd jump on it.
Oh,
I mean, it's been dead since about 4 hours my time from now. So, about 6:30 or maybe 5:30. So maybe it's been dead for 5 hours. Locally.
I did talk to John TAD. Oh, that was on Was that on America? No, that was on 3100, I think, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't on. The only person you talked about Alabama link was me.
Yeah, so I guess I scared away all the Southern people with my California accent. All right, Sam, you take care. I'm going to sign her off here. I'll still be in the chat window here. Anyways, you guys take care. This is Greg, K6EGG. I hope you enjoy this funky music that you're going to hear right now. So take care. I'll see you in a couple days.